What's up? Welcome back to 80/20 Spirituality, the show where I go over the 20% of spiritual, psychological, and religious practices that yield 80% of the results. Things like personal transformation, deeper connection to God, all these things, etc., blah, blah, blah. Anyway, today, the book, The Artist's Way. I'm halfway through it, spoiler alert. But if you've read the book, you probably love it. If you haven't heard of it before, because it is a little bit more niche, then let me tell you, it is an interesting book to say the least, and an inspiration to fuel your creative side. How do you get past the inner critic? All that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about that today. So, first off, and first concept that I kind of want to highlight again, I made a video not long ago talking about how creativity in of itself is inherently a spiritual practice. And what do I mean when I say that? Well, look around you, anywhere around you. Everything that you see was inherently, or initially, someone's idea that was created eventually, turned into like a hat or a bracelet or a shirt, But it started out as an idea somewhere. And then through the creative process became birthed into the real world. And so if spirituality, part of spirituality, is taking what's in here and bringing it out there as a way to continually unravel more and more of yourself, to learn more and more about yourself, then the creative process is incredibly important in all of this, and is an incredibly important way to see who you really are. Because you'll see, as any creator has, or if you haven't started this path yet, you will start to see that as you create more, you learn more about yourself. You come to find new challenges, and then have to kind of go back to the drawing board. And it's back and forth, back and forth. And the reward is that, wow, I think I'm creating something that is me. Your fingerprint is unique in this world, as well as your creative outlook on things. Anyway, so the artist's way. Why do I think it's important? So there's this concept in there. There's two concepts in there that we're going to cover really quick. The first concept is that inner critic voice. Everyone has it, especially if you tried to create something. And it doesn't seem to fucking go away. No matter how hard you try or how spiritual you get or blah, 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 right? That voice will always be there, at least to my current understanding. And so this practice is designed to help us move past said inner critic. And it's a very simple practice called morning pages. There's another practice I'll cover once I get around to doing it myself. I tried morning pages this morning, and I'm going to kind of document how it goes for me and how my thinking has changed, because typically I'm a pretty scatterbrained person. I've got a bazillion ideas and, no time to do any of them apparently. And so I'm hoping that, at least for me, my hope was I would find some sort of solace in this. And solace it did provide, because after I did my 3 pages, I felt much more clear-headed. And my drive to make videos like this started to come back again. So the practice is simple. I hinted at it already. It's 3 pages in the morning, writing pages. Like, you fill up the whole page. You do it every morning, and it doesn't matter at all what's in that page. And the cool thing here is you don't share it with anyone. In fact, you don't even read it yourself. You want to just let it simmer in that book and forget about it in a way. And this practice helps us pull out all of those negative thoughts and ideas and funnel them onto a page. And granted, there are times in life where it's like the negative thoughts never end. I don't think this will do a dent in it. And there are other times where it's like, okay, like there's something bothering me and I can't seem to get rid of it. But in both cases, in the deep negative side, you get relief. In the normal day-to-day side, you get much deeper clarity. So this practice is very much worth it. And the idea here is that as this practice continues throughout your life, you're more easily able to access this creative element of you. Because if, from the spiritual lens, we are all creators, then it is essential that we learn how to channel that creativity and bring it into the world. I mean, honestly, right now, our world really needs that. There is a huge lack of creativity in pursuit of monetization instead of actual, creative art, more often than not. And so this is a much needed thing, I think, for all of us. And I would love to see what you do with it. So I'm just going to keep this video short. That's basically it. Do 3 pages every morning and see how it works for you. I'm going to do my best to keep up with that, and I'll record my progress here. as well as kind of how my thinking is shifting, because already I noticed today that my thinking was clearer. Stuff that was bothering me this morning at the gym that I normally can work through at the gym just hung on my mind continually. But when I gave it the opportunity to be manifested into the world, it left me alone and actually revealed some new ideas that were hidden underneath that. It's almost like digging for gold every time. And it seemed pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. So whether you're a mechanic wanting to be an artist or an artist wanting to be a mechanic, doesn't really matter what you want to create. I would say give this a shot and challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to create and to give yourself a shot. It's worth it. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Talk to you guys later.